Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Susan, dietitian, certified diabetes educator, as well as sales director of training, and I'm here to talk about protein because this is one of the questions that people ask me all the time. So I thought I'm going to do a video to explain it. So for those of you who have seen this booklet, I kind of want to go through a little bit to explain it. First of all, in this 30-day jumpstart program, there's phase one and there's phase two. And phase one is day one to day 7, and phase two is day 8 to day 30th. And when you actually look at this power food list, you notice that vegetable and fruit never had any question for some reason. For protein, always get people asking, "Hey, I'm not sure about the serving size, so let's talk about it a bit more." So in phase one, your serving size is 85 gram or 2 to 3 ounces per meal, or I would say 85 gram, which is 3 ounces, not 2 to 3 ounces, 3 ounces. So 85 gram is equal to 3 ounces per meal. And for the day 1 to day 7, which is what we call the detox phase, or phase 1, it's 2 serving per day. So if this 2 serving per day, you can serve, the recommendation could be like breakfast and dinner. You can do lunch and dinner, or you can do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but do 2 ounces, 2 ounces, 2 ounces, and that would be 6 ounces, the same as 3 ounces for breakfast and 3 ounces for dinner. Makes no difference. The only thing that I would say to discourage you from doing is do all 6 ounces in one meal. Then you leave with no protein for lunch and dinner, and you might be a bit hungry. Okay, unless you up your vegetable a lot, because you know that vegetable are full of protein. That's why a person can sustain a plant-based diet, because a plant-based diet does provide protein. So, but a lot of you don't eat enough vegetable, and that's why we added the protein to help you along so that you don't feel hungry, so that you can do this detox and successfully doing so that you can reap the benefits, right? So I want you to understand that. So let's talk about phase two. So I'm going to walk you through the phase two. So phase two for women and men, the recommendation differ. And the reason why it differ, first of all, men and women are different size, right? Woman, I mean, we have very tall women, but in general, the structure of a man and woman is men tend to have more muscle and they tend to be taller. So hence they need more protein than a woman. So my husband and I'm only 5'3", he's 5'11". So he obviously needs more protein than I do. And that's what you notice for men and women is different. So if we were to talk in gram, woman is 113 to 170 gram, and men is 113 to 227 gram. In another word, okay, it's woman is 4 to 6 ounces per meal, and men is 6 to 8 ounces per meal, right? Snacks is the same for both men and women, is 2 to 3 ounces. So let's talk about meal first, and I'll talk about snacks. So in meal is 4 to 6 ounces. So if you have you're more petite and you have never had a big appetite, then I would say go towards more 4 ounces. But if you are in your phase two, because why we up the protein for phase two is because you're working out and we want to support you. We want to make sure that you have adequate protein for the breakdown to amino acids support you because you're working out. That's why you up that. And you notice in phase two, we also cut down the fruit. Remember, I mentioned is that carbohydrate is cash. I oversimplify to make it simple for you to remember and understand. Carbohydrate is cash. Fat storage is your bank account. So you have to use up your cash before you go to the bank to withdraw money. So that's why we cut down the fruits so that you are less cash on hand, so that you need to go to your bank account, which is your fat storage, to actually mobilize the fat to break it down so that you provide the energy so that you can work out. So you're in a fat burning zone more often and more effectively. And because of doing that, we also up your protein to help support so that first increase satiety so you don't feel hungry, and second support a higher intensity in terms of working out, right? If you, for example, are petite and you never has been very active, you hardly work out, and finally you got to start doing some walking, that's not like high activity. It's better than before that you never walk, right? But it's still not the same intensity as someone who works at the gym per hours or who does high intensity interval training, which is HIIT workout, right? If that is the case, you might be going for the lower end of that recommendation. And for someone who works out hard in the gym or doing like really like hardcore, I'd say muscle conditioning workout, they might go towards the higher end of that range, right? So that hopefully that helps you understand more. Then in terms of the snack is 2 to 3 ounces. So what what meets that requirement? LTS nutrition shakes, 2 serving of LTS nutrition shakes is 19 grams of protein, which is within that range, right? So you can actually simplify that and say, I have 2 scoop of the TLS nutrition shakes for a morning snack and 2 scoop for afternoon snack. However, I have heard some of the people of the field was also even asking me the question is like, I cannot do 2 scoop because it's too filling. Then do 1 scoop. Again, if you are like, listen to your body. If you never work out your life and you start walking, you might not need 2 scoop because 1 scoop is enough for you. But if you are, say, over 300 pounds and you have to support your body, you might need the full 2 scoop to feel full. But if you are like 150 pounds, then you might only need 1 scoop because everyone is so different. So I want you to listen to your body. The most important thing for you to make a note of is asking yourself, how active am I? What is my height? What is my, am I a male or female? Oh, you know that, right? But how, in terms of how satisfied do I feel? Do I feel hungry before my snack? Do I feel starving before my snack? Then if that's the case, you ask yourself, if I up my protein, how do I feel? At the same time, ask yourself, did I eat enough vegetable? Maybe you're not eating enough vegetable. Remember I told you, vegetable does provide protein too. Are you eating enough vegetable? And vegetable obviously provide loads of fiber. So when you're not eating enough vegetable, maybe that's another reason why you're hungry too. Or maybe that's the reason why you don't feel satisfied and it doesn't last you till the next meal or the next snack. So the most important is ask yourself all these questions, then you will get to understand what works better for you. These are all a reference point to help you get started. This is not a bad diet. This is a true healthy eating. You need to listen to your body and see see and listen and feel and see how it feels. If I am always starving before my morning snack, I know my breakfast is not enough. And if I said that I eat all those vegetables, I'm still not enough, then I might add my protein up to the 6 ounces. But if I eat 4 ounces and I'm very satisfied until my snack time, then 4 ounces is for me, right? So listen to your body and actually maybe, I said, tweak it a little bit depending on your activity level. Maybe in the week 2, you start doing some exercise. You might not do some hardcore exercise. Maybe go towards more 4 ounces. And in terms of nutrition TL shakes, you might do 1 scoop. Maybe up until when you go to week 4, week 5, week 6, and you start to develop amazing habit and you love to exercise, you start to do more exercise and you do more hardcore exercise, then go up to 6 ounces for the female and go to 2 scoop of the nutrition shakes. The most important thing, and these are all resources to help you out so that you learn how to live the TL's lifestyle, because truly this is the best way to live because you're eating wholesome food and you're feeding your body with nutrition, and it takes some adjustment. Okay, so I hope this video really helped you to understand the protein requirement for men and women, why they differ, and in terms of snack, what are the choices we have. Obviously you can refer to the list of protein that you can choose from there. And on top of that, you can use the nutrition shake to meet your protein requirement. I myself love to use nutrition shake to meet the protein requirement. Why? It's because a lot of time in between my meal, I'm too busy. I don't have time to go prepare my snacks sometime. And I just prefer to drink my snacks because it's so much easier and it's so tasty. And sometimes I use it, my nutrition shake, to make muffin. So there's my protein and there is my snack that I can have in between my meals. So anyways, hope this video you find helpful, and that hope that answer your question about the protein requirement for phase 2 and why is that different for men and women, and the ranges that we provide you and what you can do and how you can tweak depending on you. You're uniquely you, stay in your lane, you're worth it, you can do it. I'm here and we're here, the TLS department are here cheering for you. Take care, have a great day, everyone.